That's in intertwingularity.
Intertwin. Oh, don't start it. Don't start that again.
Love that word. I did manage to get a cup of powder.
You got a cup of powder.
I do.
That looks delicious.
We actually have a Keurig machine up at the end.
That's where I was running to.
Oh, yeah.
I hear that's what everybody drinks in the future is powder.
Is powder, yes.
And then my ankle decided otherwise.
In about 45 minutes or so, we'll all be powder as well.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, because this is the last night of the world. Could be. Could happen.
Will be. Have the Mayans ever been wrong? Except for about their own existence?
There are still Mayans. You realize that.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, but they've fallen quite a ways from
They
what they
matriculated.
once were.
Well, it's like I was listening to a comment, they could predict the end of the world, but they couldn't invent pants,
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, really.
If I could, I wouldn't wear pants.
Well, that's true. Maybe they were onto something there. Maybe they were onto something there. But if you could just put them back on for the duration of the program,
It's hot in here.
I would appreciate it. All right.
Dave's not wearing pants back there either. Look.
I got this goiter. It needs to breathe.
This is why we don't bring him with us normally.
Right, exactly. All right, so what else do we need to know here?
Oh, the Kickstarter.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
we'll be doing. I mentioned that. Yep.
Yeah, I never listened to you.
We'll talk about the art and the fans a little bit and the interactivity there.
All right. When we began this, we utilized a lot of the social networking groups that pretty much it's standard now. Whenever you're releasing any sort of intellectual property.
Right.
The difference is we invited a lot of the fans to not only just write in, but to become some of the characters within the
Right,
novel.
exactly.
They did that by, say, getting their friends to come to our page. Like our page, and then bring in 50 of your friends. So we started with that. And in exchange for that, they got a mutant version of themselves.
Okay.
And basically, the Mutilate Me mutant fan appreciation that we do. And we're still doing that now.
Mm-hmm.
You come by, you bring some of your friends by to say, hey, Billy sent me, Sarah sent me, whatever. And I'll make a picture. And you can use it for your social networking groups. Or, it just does some ghoulish version of yourself. And it's a lot of fun. So we do that. And some of them went above and beyond. They brought in a lot of people.
Right.
And so they ended up in the book.
Okay.
And so for the Kickstarter, we're continuing that trend, except you're going to pay for it now.
Right. Sure.
Because all the likes in the world does not buy me groceries.
No.
So, and we need that. As for the artwork, we're doing it far different than any other comic book out there.
Okay.
I've never been one for tradition. I've been in comic books for over 20 years, and I'm sick and tired of the way that it's been done. It's pencils to inks to colors. They're all a different person. It goes through this assembly line, and it's all 2 or 3 color, and it's all very boring.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the way technology is, the way printers work now, the whole process is different. It's not necessary. So I decided to do it all myself.
Okay.
And then we brought in another guy, because I happen to be very colorblind, and this guy, Peter Parker. And he's going to correct
Wait a minute. Peter
Parker.
Peter Parker.
No relation. No relation.
I was going to say,
Spelled completely different.
Spider-Man's supposed to be in the book, not illustrating.
Oh, trust me, he's not Spider-Man.
Okay. Fair enough.
But he's going to fix a lot of my my errors, because I'm red green colorblind like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah.
I've made so many green people that aren't supposed to be green. It's not even funny. Stop laughing.
It's a little funny.
It's not that funny.
Most people aren't supposed to be green.
Yeah, well, most artists aren't supposed to be colorblind either.
Well, that's you have a
This is
valid
why I'm
point.
getting a phone job tomorrow.
Right.
Good, sell an ice cube to an Eskimo.
Right.
So you have a website, right?
Yeah, JesusIsland.com directly links to our Facebook page.
Okay.
And there, if people want to get a mutant version of themselves done, you can visit us there. Again, JesusIsland.com. And if you can bring 50 friends to also like a Facebook page, we'll do up a mutant version of you.
Right. As you did to
As
me.
we did with them.
As
Absolutely. And there's going to be a second novel after this one.
okay.
And a lot of background, smaller issues that'll be out 22-page of the different apostles, some prequel, some background about the facility and the island itself. And then there'll be a separate website that we'll release later. So we're going to keep that name kind of under wraps for now.
Okay.
But at that time, it'll be completely fan based. The fans will write in, they'll be able to decide the story, and we're going to draw it. We're going to make it exactly what you want it to make. If you want to see Jesus fighting in a duck outfit with a plunger, it's going to get done. And that's going to be a lot of fun. Dealing directly with the fans has been the most enjoyable part of this whole process.
Right, exactly.
So I look forward to it.
I would think you would. I don't know about the Jesus as a duck, but yeah.
I would agree. I'd like to punish the person who thinks of that, but
Right.
I'm sure we will.
Well, the only drawback is they keep coming up with things I've never drawn before. I've been complaining about this all day. It's like a bunny rabbit. I had one person that wanted me to draw a bunny rabbit. In all my years, and looking at my artwork,
Right.
you don't look at it and say, that's the guy who's going to draw my rabbit for me.
Yeah.
No, you just don't see that. No, I don't want to. You're paying. Okay. So I had to learn how to draw a rabbit. And then what was the other one? Oh, what was it? A defibrillator.
All right.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Right. I wouldn't even begin to know what that looked like.
Rabbit being brought back from a heart attack.
Yeah. It's just getting harder all the time, and it drives me crazy. So if you see me staring at your walls a lot, I'm recording it to memory because
Okay.
one day someone's going to ask me to draw the inside of a studio.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, this
Gathering data for the simulation.
That's
is
correct.
exactly.
Life simulation.
That's correct.
Exactly.
Now, what are you working on now?
Oh, what am I working on? Well, right now, I'm working with a guy from Hollywood, Tom Devlin. He's an effects artist.
Okay.
And he's, well, recently, I mean, he was on the Sci-Fi Channel, Face Off.
Right.
And he's done work on the X-Files, CSI Miami, Daredevil. He just got done on one of the Puppet Master X, or 10, I guess. Zombies of Mass Destruction, Poltergeist.
Poltergeist.
Poltergeist, yeah.
Nice, trauma.
Trauma films. And he's done, he's done some really serious work, and then he's done some more kind of like stoner type films like Evil Bong.
Sure.
3 and yeah, it's a great movie. Yeah. So he came up this summer from Florida and agreed to work on 3 movies that
Okay.
I'll be writing and directing. And at this point, they're going to be like a direct to DVD kind of thing. But
Right,
it's
sure.
like 3 one kids movie. It's actually a children's horror fantasy movie,
Right.
kind of like in the lines of Goosebumps or whatnot. And then I have a creature feature, which hopefully I can get Shawn in on that film with me. And then a psychological thriller. And he's providing his effects work on all 3 of those films. And he's a really cool guy. And
Okay.
his father's right up there in Winterport. And his father and my father hit it off. And then he introduced the 2 sons, and the rest is history.
Right. Well, your father was in the film industry for a while too.
Yeah, different kind of film industry.
Yeah,
But
well, yeah.
but he's definitely excited to help me out and bridge some of those the burnt bridges or whatever.
Right.
And,
Sure.
And of course, with the exceptions, people think Damien Zygote's making a children's movie. What's up with that? But I've always been a fan of children's movies. Everything. Gremlins and
Sure.
I
Monster House was a great movie.
mean, I think that I could really bring something to a new audience,
Right.
something unexpected.
I think you just enjoy that moment when you watch their childhood end.
Or cause their childhood to end.
Well, on that film, on that movie, I mean, it's definitely it's going to be a family film,
Right,
but
sure.
it's not going to be anything like any family film anyone's ever seen before.
All right.
And the 2 others are definitely sort of non-rated, adult-orientated horror movies that in the vein of like shock cinema.
Right. Sure.
So those ones I'll be able to sink my teeth into sort of the darker fantasies that I have in my mind. But there's a lot of stuff that my normal audience wouldn't necessarily think I was capable of.
Right.
And so I'm excited to get working on that.
So one thing I wonder now, of course, since the last time you were on the program, it's been a couple of years now. You've become a parent, and are you thinking in terms of, well, you'd like to make at least one that you could show your son?
Yeah, that's exactly. He's sort of the test subject, if
Right,
you would.
sure.
So if he enjoys it, then I know that because he has a great sense of humor and personality, and he really likes a lot of the sort of children's monster movies
sure.
and things like that. So it's definitely something that I'd be creating first and foremost for him.
Okay, all right. And as well, you continue with your music.
Yes. Well, of course, movies, always need music, and it's just sort of a natural progression, I guess.
Okay. Well, we have now. You said that there's kind of a progression with these two tunes. I'm going to play the first one right now. And by the way, if you're caller number 5 at 800-287-1003 or 990-3100, if you're caller number 5, I will give you a signed copy of The Wrong House, the film by Shawn French. If you're caller number 5, we'll do that while the song is playing. This is actually one of your newest pieces. This is called "Hear Me Once."